Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of To the Magic and Beyond. My name is Jordan, and I'm here with my co-host Michelle.
Hello.
And we've got producer Courtney and producer Logan. Say hi.
Hello.
Howdy, everybody.
There's a snake in my bed.
I'm
trash.
Trash.
So many
trash.
catchphrases. What could we
This is a
possibly
terrible-
be
this is a
talking
terrible
about today?
Podcast. Why do these people say
We're
all this?
trash.
We're trash.
Howdy.
Put me in the trash.
Wonder what the subject is.
I just said howdy. I don't know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
you kicked it off.
I'm going to quit doing that.
Well, if you can't guess at least what the subject might be, we are circling back to the world of Toy Story because we have all finally been to see the newest Toy Story 5 that is currently in theaters. Hopefully, if you're listening, you have had a chance to see it. We will give you your warning now. If you have not seen Toy Story 5 in theaters, there are going to be spoilers in this episode. So go watch the movie first and then come back and listen to the episode. Don't skip the episode. You just come on back and listen once you've seen the movie. Because we wanted to go ahead and kind of talk about our thoughts, what we liked, if there was anything we didn't like. This will actually be our first, we were discussing before this, our first kind of original movie review.
Yeah.
We've done the live actions a lot.
Yep. Well, Disney is finally, like, they were very live action heavy.
Yes.
And now they've kind of gotten back in there a little bit. And so we'll see. I mean, because, well, this is a kind of a blockbuster summer for Disney.
Yeah.
Like, Moana's about to come out on the heels of Toy Story. I mean, like, they decided they were going to make all the dollars in June and July.
Usually there's like
they give
one.
Toy Story 5 a month
Yeah.
to be the biggest movie in the world before
Yeah.
they put out the live action Moana.
Which looks clip wise, which you can see at Toy Story 5, looks to be funny. I mean, I really hope it is. It looks very good.
I hope
Looks
for the sake of all future live actions that one does well.
Yes.
Because I'm actually really excited for the Tangled live action, and I don't want anything
want them
to get
to mess
ruined.
that
Because
you need it to go well so that they'll finish Tangled.
Yes.
That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, we're scrapping them.
Because Tangled got
scrapping
scrapped when Snow White went bad.
Yeah.
But then Lilo did well, and they were like, okay, we can do this
Yes.
again. So
Yes.
I just need Moana to do well for Tangled's sake. So
Maybe they're releasing it so soon after Toy Story so that if it does flop, at least Toy Story
no one
is
remembers.
still big.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I mean, yeah. Toy Story 5, the number one movie in the world.
Yeah, it is doing well.
People love it everywhere.
Yeah. I'm not surprised. When we first looked at tickets just to get an idea of when we could all go,
Yeah.
our local theater that has, I don't know, 12 screens, 16 screens, I'm not really sure, had show times like every 30 minutes. A new one, Toy Story 5 was showing at 10:30, 11, 11:30, 12. I mean,
Which meant almost like every screen in that theater was
Yes.
showing Toy Story at
Yes.
some point that day.
yeah.
Well, and it's not a big, it's a big summer for Disney at the movies, but I don't think that it's a big summer for the movies. Like some years, it's the
Yeah, there's a
summer
lot of
is
stuff.
like a big deal and movies are dropping. And I think that summer has become really good for people like Disney or Universal, like Minions is about
Yeah, I
to
was
come
gonna
out.
say that's really the only other
It seems like the movie professionals have moved the movies around to where it would kind of make sense, right? So in the summertime, kids are out of school. They're probably seeing more movies. And then during the regular year is when the other movies are dropping, and the holidays are always a
there's
that's
always,
always
your
a
holidays.
drop.
Yeah.
Like even if it's not a holiday movie.
Yeah. Which Disney's Thanksgiving movie this year is actually another original.
Yeah.
So I thought that was an
The Hexed
interesting
movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it
I
looked
remember
pretty
seeing
It
cute.
the
looked really cute. I'm
Looked
really
excited
cute.
to see that.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, we're getting some more. Obviously, Toy Story is a sequel. It's a brand we know and love, but you more often than not sequels flop, and so the Toy Story is franchise is one of those that we've talked about. The sequels actually continue to do well, so I would still throw this in the original content
Yeah.
category because it's not a remake of anything. It's just
Yeah.
a continuation.
I would
and
agree with that.
to successfully do
Yeah.
a sequel is hard. So
Well, and they've done and I think standalone wise, each of them. I mean, we all did this in the previous episode. If you've not heard our rankings, but they all, for the most part, have something that's special that everybody loved.
yeah.
And that's kept all five of them. Not that you love all five the same, but for someone like for me in history of my life, I've seen the sequels go for regular movies, not animated, but like Rocky. Those were all the Rocky movies were all really big, except for there was probably one in there that
Yeah.
everybody's kind of like, and I'm talking about the original 5
Yeah.
Rockies. Jaws, that's another one, right? Classic. And again, all of them were pretty good, but you're probably going to have one that you just weren't in love with.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of how sequels go. And I think for Toy Story, I think for the most part,
Everyone's loved it.
all have done well and people love them, even if they didn't love like 4 as much as
Parts
they
of
love
it, yeah.
5 or
Yeah.
3 was better than 2 but not as good as
Yeah.
1. Like
Feel like 4 was probably the first time that you had some people be like, yeah, it was okay. Like I enjoyed it, but
Yeah.
probably not rewatching it 20 times like I have the other ones.
Yeah.
But it was still a blockbuster success.
yeah.
It was still a success.
It's a
It's a
brand
good
that-
movie. It is much better than a lot of the other things out
Yes.
there get
Yes.
released.
Yes. And I mean, and Disney has there have been sequels that have done really well, and then sequels that have kind of landed flat. I
Yep.
mean, Lion King 1.5.
I thought that was a good one. As a
We
kid,
couldn't hear you.
I thought that was a good one.
Courtney likes that
I
one.
like
too.
that one
I
too.
can dig it.
That's
We
why
can
I
dig it.
said that one.
See, to each their own. That's why I think Toy Story is
Yep.
such a massive thing because every one of them has been massive. And
Yeah.
you 2 out of the 4 of us might like Lion King 1.5. One of us may not have ever
Yeah.
even seen it. So there's always
which one?
I
sequels.
may have seen it under protest.
Sequels are always hit or miss for the most part,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
these, for whatever reason, are just hit.
Yeah.
Well, at least box office hits.
Well, yeah,
whether they
I
are
mean-
loved or not is
And I
different,
would
but
compare for Disney, the only other sequels that I would put in which is not animated would be Pirates of the Caribbean. Those were all blockbusters. Those were all blockbusters. Whether you've seen them or not, you
Yeah.
know who they are.
Yeah.
and
you don't get
you've
to count
heard of
Star
them.
Wars. That's
Yeah, you don't get to
different.
count Star
Yeah.
Wars
They
because that
bought
was
it late.
pre-Disney.
Yeah.
And I only count the originals anyway.
See,
But
to each their own.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because they came out when I was a kid, so they only count those for me. But I think that in those same lines of what we're talking about, Star Wars, Pirates, Toy Story, Disney, there's this mark that's hit for a lot of people, and it's not one where it's like a blockbuster for a second.
Yeah.
Not like a lot of times an artist drops a new album and you like the artist. And for a minute, maybe that first day, album sales, well, they're not streaming.
Yeah.
Streams are up that day, but they kind of wane after that. And Toy Story is one of those that every week
It's consistently.
it's consistent. It will be probably, I mean, depending upon Moana, because it has a big following. But Toy Story may be the movie of the summer
Yeah.
and could be the movie of the year.
Yeah.
Like when you're looking at sales.
Yep.
And those are just the financials. Like we're just talking about the financials.
What it makes at the
and
box
now we
office.
can get into the goodness.
Yeah.
Which is the meat of the movie.
Oh, this one.
Yes. This actual
Final spoiler alert.
Yeah. Really,
Leave now.
Really, if you.
We actually just gave you like 5 or 10 minutes of content
Yeah.
that hasn't spoiled anything yet.
You're welcome.
Also, if you did not listen to our highlights of Toy Stories 1 through 4, go listen to that too. That's a week or 2 ago. I don't know when we're posting this, but go listen to that one because that was a lot of fun talking about all the characters, getting you prepped for the 5th one. And
Yeah. But now we're
Take it
going
away.
to start talking about all the spoilers, so you can't be mad at us if you're still listening. All right, here we go. So first
everybody
of all,
dies.
the
No.
end.
Just getting their toys. But I did jokingly spoil Toy Story 5 to somebody the other day because we were talking about it out loud. And it was at McKenna's. and someone was like, "Oh, I haven't seen it yet. Don't spoil it." And then someone started talking anyway, and I told her, "Oh yeah, Jesse dies," and she believed me. And I'm like, "You realize it's a toy, right? Like,
Hey, toys
they
can die.
can't die." But
They can
anyway,
be
go
ripped
ahead.
to shreds and never seen again.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna start off. Overall, did you guys like it?
I loved it.
Give it a let's rate it.
Yeah.
Let's just rate it on a scale of 1 to 5. Did you love it?
Oh,
5
no.
being the
Not
best.
okay. This is not a like. Don't think about your ranking from
Well,
like. Is it the
I'm-
best
No,
movie
I'm
I've ever
invested.
seen?
Yeah,
Just
yeah, yeah.
this is different from our other rankings
Yes.
because this is just your enjoyment level
Of the movie. Yeah, this is just
Not
not
what you would rank the movie
not
as a
ranking
whole.
Can we
the
do
Toy
it like 1
Stories.
to 10 then?
Sure.
Okay, that's fine.
So it can be
out of
different than
10.
our other rankings.
This
So
yeah.
you got 10 stars. So
No, you want to do no
10
not
stars.
yes,
your
10.
enjoyment
Of the
level
movie.
of the movie.
So just like out of a score of 0 to 10 on this movie by itself.
Yes, not the
What do you
typical
rank it?
5-star rankings.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you rank it?
I'm not
Logan?
asking you where it fits in with all the other
Nope.
movies in the world.
Just
Well, you were
enjoyment.
watching it.
We went to the
Close your
movie
enjoyment.
together. We had popcorn. We can talk about where we saw that just a little bit at the end, but where like enjoyment level.
They're trying so hard.
We're just trying to get you
0
out of here.
to
I
10.
can't give anything a
But we're
10.
still going to do that.
Yes, but we're going to do that later.
Yes,
You're not getting
but this
me
is
out
not
of
the
it.
same one. We're
No.
just trying to get you out of that mindset.
I just want to know enjoyment level. How'd you feel about like in general? Was it if we were given the Rotten Tomatoes, what would you give it? How many?
87.4%.
Yeah. You can go first.
Why do I don't want to go first?
You're wearing a Toy Story shirt.
Jordan is too. Did y'all see her shirt? Her new
I
shirt?
did not.
I
You
did
got a
see
new
it. It's so
shirt.
cute.
Oh, look
Jesse
at
and
that.
Woody, or
Yeah,
Jesse,
Jesse
and
and-
Bullseye.
I'm
Yeah.
just
hint at the main characters in Toy Story
Yeah.
5.
I'm just
Right over there.
Pixar. I don't have it. I can't believe that I'm saying it out
Okay,
loud, but
yeah.
I don't have a right shirt.
Yeah, I got a lot of folks
We'll
on
fix
here.
it. Don't worry.
No, no, we're gonna get it. I'm
It's
gonna
my
get
favorite
one
Toy Story shirt. that I
very
have.
soon.
I like
I'm
that
getting
one.
one. I'm getting a new
I
shirt.
would say 9 out of 10. It was a whole lot of fun. It was awesome. I loved it. Great experience.
Courtney.
I give it a 9 as well. I really enjoyed it.
9. Jordan.
I'm gonna go 9.5.
There you go.
9.5.
I love that we have a second ranking now. Okay, it's not the
like
normal
it.
ranking, but
Yeah.
so 9's all around with a little bit of an extra over there at Jordan.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna give it. This is enjoyment.
Oh,
so,
I thought you said 9.
No,
No.
she was going. She was reviewing yours and then
Yeah, yeah,
asking.
yeah. You were a 9. You were
Oh.
a 9. She's a 9.5. I'm going 10.
Yeah.
I'm
I
going
almost went
10 out of pure enjoyment,
Yeah.
being happy when I walked in. Nothing happened during it to make me not happy. I liked it. I thought it was overall well done. And I thought they didn't try too hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes
just
they
a
try too
really
hard.
good story.
It just was a really good story. I also think that it's a story that people in 2026 need.
Yes.
That are parents
Very
or
poignant.
teachers, but
Yeah, we'll get
mainly
there.
parents.
It reminded
so-
me of 3 as far as like they didn't try too hard and they had a great story.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I just felt like, sometimes it's that we got to try so hard, and
Yeah.
it just wasn't. I
This
mean,
was
it
just
was,
yeah.
and obviously, right now we still have the same Buzz and Woody.
Mm-hmm.
So Tim Allen, Tom Hanks, everybody was the same. So, I
Yeah.
mean, and if they'd passed away, they used their voice anyway.
Yeah.
And so that's a good thing. So, I mean, overall, like I said, it was good.
Yeah.
I think a 10. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I almost went full 10, but they gave 9, so I was like, maybe I should just give a half.
I got to
See?
be different. But yeah, so I went 10.
Yeah. But I mean, I agree with you. There was never a moment in the movie that I was like, oh no, what are they doing? What are they doing?
I mean, there was one, the Buzz scene. the Buzz scene.
Yeah.
All
Let's
the extra
all
buzzes.
the extra
Yeah,
buzz. I was like, we
let's
can
start
start
there.
there.
Let's
That was-
start there.
That's so funny because,
Because that's at the beginning.
I was about to joke like, well, there was a like
Sorry, yeah.
there were a whole lot
sorry.
of Buzz Lightyears, and that was like, what are
Yeah.
they doing?
What is going on?
It
In
took
this
forever.
movie,
yeah.
they're is what seemingly at the beginning is a really random large amount of Buzz dolls.
And
So it's
new
a
Buzz.
it's a
Stranded on
commemorative
an
toy.
island.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's a commemorative
It's a new
toy.
version of the commemorative
Yeah.
toy of
Yeah.
the original Buzz Lightyear toy.
And there's like thousands of them because they get like washed up on an island.
If you're watching
Yes.
our 3 YouTubers, you can see this little
always say
Buzz
that.
Lightyear commemorative case.
Yes.
And that's what they were in. They were in their little box.
And I will say, up until the point that they prove why they're in the movie, every time we went back to their storyline, there was a little bit of me that was like, where is this
Yeah, you have the
going?
storyline of all of their other characters, and then you have the storyline of
And
all
then
these
It was
new
like
buzzes.
this sea story.
And they're
and
all
it doesn't
Buzz.
make any sense.
They're all Buzz.
They're all Buzz. And they talk Buzz. Buzz.
They're like learning. It's like these little baby buzzes woke
Buzz.
up and they're
Star.
like, Star,
Command.
command.
Star.
Yeah.
Command.
Raph. Go to
And like one of them is the leader of all of them, but technically they're all the
They're
same.
all the same.
Star
Yeah.
Command.
So yeah,
And
It is entertaining still, but that was the only part where
And they felt kind
until-
of, and I kind of felt like, I don't know if it kind of gave it to y'all, or not, but you know, the shorts, that
Yeah.
seemed
Yeah.
like a
Yeah,
short,
a
like
Pixar
that could have
short,
been
yeah.
just a short.
Yes.
Right? Like if
Yeah,
we had done
100%.
this,
Yeah.
and then we went here and they had a little job and they did their little job and then they went and it's like, you know, you could have been watching that at Epcot.
Yeah.
Over at the shorts. But yeah, I thought they were interesting. And I didn't know, I mean, I don't think there was any of us that knew where that was. If
No.
you try to
No.
say you knew what they were going to be doing,
Not a
you
clue.
didn't know.
I actually asked Jordan later that night. I said, I wonder if they got to the end of the main story and what the buzzes are important for at the end. They realized we need somebody, some character to fly, to be able to complete this story, and they actually worked backwards. And we're like, oh, maybe
glad
we
to hear
do
your
this
thing.
to get a bunch of like.
And
Did
here's
they
the
work
thing.
backwards to get the buzzes?
But like, what has Buzz always wanted to do?
He's always wanted to fly.
He's always wanted to fly, and he
the new
never could
Buzz.
understand why he couldn't.
Yeah.
He never understood. You know, that's
Falling
one of my
with style.
favorite,
Yes.
you know, arguments is you're a toy.
Yeah, they had so many little nods and references to the original and a couple others in
Yeah.
there, like the falling with style and
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Andy's gotten older, so his balding spot, you know.
Woody.
Sorry, Woody. Andy's also gotten older,
Andy
and
may
Andy
also.
Hey,
might be.
we
a
don't
balding.
see Andy in this
Andy's
one, though.
rubbing off on their feet, like you can barely see the name
Woody,
on,
sorry.
on the feet. So that's on the feet of the toys, and so
Yeah.
that's good too. And yes, poor little Woody and his little bald spot, he needs a marker.
blinding
I thought
everybody.
that was cute. You're
Yeah, his
blinding
belly.
us. You need
Yeah,
a marker.
little
Oh
belly,
yeah,
yeah.
belly.
I thought
And
that
his
was
little
cute.
belly.
Yeah.
and his his cape.
Yeah, it's his little poncho.
Poncho.
His little
Poncho.
It's a poncho. I'm trying it out.
But yeah,
Bo
those
really likes it.
those
She's
buzzes
like,
were a little
no.
a little confusing, and I think once you realize
Until
their
they get to the
importance,
point.
they
Yeah.
meet up with
It's
the
still
characters, and
enjoyable. It's
fun,
very
yeah.
enjoyable.
Yeah.
All of their scenes are enjoyable, but the whole time I was like, I don't.
Yeah, like
I just remember.
I like it
Kate,
when
where
they
is this
climb up in
going?
the so they've gotten off their raft and they're on the
construction site or whatever.
yeah, well, when the little kids are like the family's hiking.
Oh yeah, the
And they're like,
campsite.
you know, leave no man behind. And then you've got the one Buzz that's stranded, and then the Buzz number whatever 999 because there were so many of them. But he's like, he almost wants to go back for him, and the guy above him goes, no.
yeah.
Go get him. Silent no. Shakes his head, and so then they kind of scamper off, but they don't leave him.
Yeah.
They're still they
They go
wait.
back to rescue
They're
him.
just hiding, and
yeah.
and then the kid comes by and picks up a toy, and the kid is super excited about the toy.
And there's actually a little bit in there that I think is important, and I know y'all saw it, but when they get to go to rescue him in the tent, and he actually gives them a thumbs up, like, "No, I'm good."
Yeah, he's
And
figured out his purpose.
It's a subtle nod to how it finishes. Major spoiler here, but even these buzzes realize their purpose is to make a kid happy, to be their toy. And that Buzz that got picked up early in the movie,
He was good.
he's
He
like,
was
"Hey, I
being
don't, I
loved."
don't need you to rescue me. I'm good." Yeah, so that was kind of cool.
He's getting some love, and
But it was
he
still another
getting
hour
some-
before we figured out what the buzzes were for.
I mean, they're just like, you know, it's a whole lot going on
Yeah.
there.
But
But
other than that, Jordan, What were you saying about the movie?
Oh, I was just saying, like, there was never a part where I was like, oh no, like they're gonna ruin the, like it was just all a great, solid story that from start to finish you're engaged in it, and you're kind of a little bit on the edge of your seat trying to figure out like where it's gonna go, and then
really of course, all movies have to have a villain. Mm-hmm. Most of the time. Especially in Disney movies, there tends to be some sort of villain or bad thing that's happening, and you have to overcome it. And in this one, it kind of starts out with kids.
Yeah.
They're the villain because they're being mean.
The bullies.
They're being
Little
bullies.
We already talked about how much I don't like bullies.
And they're being mean.
This one was tough.
If you're paying attention, if you're around kids, and you're around kids in that 7 to 9, 10 category, man, I don't care how good a kid it is today. There's a little bit of that going on all the time.
Yeah.
And we all talk about it because why? Because they have been brought up on social media.
Yeah.
And they use it and they see it. And so that's in the movie. And it's awesome.
Yeah. I would say you briefly mentioned the technology a few minutes ago, and I was like, that's the biggest topic of this movie. And I think it's something that I know we're going to talk about. So I think we should just, I don't have anything in particular. I just want to make sure that everyone knows like that is the crux of this whole entire storyline. And I think that's what makes it so good, but also so unique, that the Toy Story universe is all about toys, and we really haven't had this subject yet.
Yeah.
And so, like even in the fourth one, which technology was around a lot in the fourth one in our society, but in the movie, it was all about antiques and stuff. So it didn't matter anyway.
Yeah.
But this was all about the technology, which we see kids every day all on iPads and on phones and using technology and not playing with the toys that we all grew up playing with.
Well, and here's
so
the thing.
This whole storyline.
I buy toys all the time. And some of the friends that I buy the toys for listen to the podcast. So, like, I get in trouble all the time because I like to buy a good toy. And I like to give, I think that everybody's different, but, like, I like to give a gift. I know some people give gift cards or e-gift card and all that kind of stuff. And I still like to see the look on someone's face when they open a gift.
Same.
And with kids especially. So like I love shopping for Christmas for all my little people friends. And I've got a little person who is having a 4th birthday party this Friday. And I can't wait. She's not going to get to open her present at her party because I bought her an indoor trampoline.
Hopefully she doesn't listen. No, I'm just kidding.
Spoiler alert.
She's not listening. And
that's okay. This will probably come out after that. Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see.
Yeah, but anywho, I mean, like I had to talk to mom and dad about it, but because that's really cool, and I'm all about movies. Obviously, I just went to see one, but I think that, especially being in the healthcare field, there is this thing that happens with little kids on up through 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, your brain is still developing, and we know that screens do stuff to it. Now we do. We haven't when they first came out. No one knew.
You never know until been around
the technology's
X amount of years.
here. Like they used to say, remember when the iPhones were going to when cell phones were going to give people brain tumors? I don't know if y'all remember hearing that, but it was a whole thing. Like people are going to get brain tumors. But they bring that out in this. So you've got little
not
Bonnie.
The brain tumor thing.
No, the technology.
The brain
but you've
rot.
got Bonnie,
From the kids.
who was a different kid. We knew that when Andy gave her the toys, right? She needed those toys.
Yeah. Well, and they hone in on that at the beginning. Like, I think one of the biggest things that kind of tackles and, I think what everyone notices is there's not a lot that challenges kids to use their imagination anymore. And at the beginning of the movie, Bonnie's hosting a wedding for Forky and what's her name?
Karen Beverly. Knifey.
Karen Beverly, and someone poisoned the bridesmaid. You know, like all
Yeah.
this. You know, she's got this grand adventure going on. You
But
know,
it's just her
in
playing with her toys,
yard.
just like Andy did.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you know, she looks across the street and there's some kids in her neighborhood, and she kind of wants to ask them to play, and she
And she's
does a little
shy.
thing with the toy, and they like laugh at her and run inside.
Yeah.
And so they highlight the fact that, you know, Bonnie, she still uses her imagination and she's doing all that. And the biggest heartbreaking moment, she walks inside to her parents and she says, "Why does no one want to be my friend?" And you're like, oh,
Yeah, there was about 17 emotional gut punches in this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
I mean, just right at the beginning. And another thing, spoiler alert, Woody isn't back yet. So they picked it up literally, because sometimes when we do these type movies that, you know, suddenly like the character's back, like, because we all know Woody left.
yeah. And then they kind of like quickly try to explain, like, "Oh, remember when you're on your adventure, but then you came back because."
That's it.
It's kind of like how they explain Bo
Because
Peep is
everybody
gone the
hated the
first
ending
time.
of 4.
Yeah.
Remember that?
So
Like,
now you're back. Now Woody's back. He's
Yeah.
back in charge, and he's
Yeah,
not.
He's not. Jesse's
He's-
the boss.
Jesse's the boss, and she's running the show, and so she goes about doing what Jesse does, and she's gonna try to fix it,
Yeah.
and it didn't work out
No.
right there.
That was one of the
first
main
little second.
highlights it brings up, is that Jesse is technically the lead in this.
Yep.
So big spoiler alert. That's another reason why Jordan
Yeah. It's
caved and got that, not caved, but like you've always loved Jesse and Bullseye. And I'll let you speak to it, but them being the leads on this was a big deal.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite part of the movie, and probably why I enjoyed it so much. Is Jesse and Bullseye are kind of my top two characters, and this is the first time that they've really had the lead at all in the movie.
They
But
were
I
big
also,
in 2, but
they were
not-
big in 2, but then I feel like 3 and 4 they were just kind of supporting cast. We got to see them; they had roles.
Yeah.
But this is the first time Jesse's gotten to have really a moment since 2.
And Buzz is still
Buzz is
carrying
still-
a torch for
Yeah.
for Jesse,
Developing that
And
a
there,
little more.
if you remember, there used to be that tension because Buzz thought she liked
Woody.
Woody because Woody's just like her.
Yeah.
Like, because
Well, and you took Bo Peep out for a second there, so there
Yeah.
wasn't any other female character,
I still don't
you
like
know.
Bo Peep. She's just
But
Bo.
yeah, I
She's
do.
a
Bonnie
lamb.
has several female character
Yes,
toys.
that's true. She does.
She does.
the dinosaur and the doll.
But yeah, I do love that we got to see Jesse more.
Her story was great.
Yeah, but
In this
back
one.
real quick to what we were talking about with the technology.
Yeah.
I think that Michelle brought that up, you know, at the beginning of how it tackles a subject that I think is very relatable in our society right now. And I remember the first time I saw the trailer for this movie, I was like, oh, okay, Disney. Like, I feel like
Yeah.
this is really important, and I'm really excited to see how you handle this.
It's a movie with an agenda that we're finally here for.
Yeah.
Yes.
But,
yes.
you know, it's like
good
they-
agenda, Disney. Keep it up.
Yeah, I was curious to see how it was going to be handled, because you could go one of two ways with it. Like, is technology all evil, or can it be good in the right, you know, like that type of a thing. So I was curious to see how it would go, but I just loved the comparison. I mean, it's sad, but when Bonnie does get her lily pad, is what they call
Hers is a
their
lily pad,
technology. How like immediately you see
Oh,
the like
Sucked
creativity
in,
turn
man.
off, the emotion, like the
She becomes
personality
like
change
a
a little
robot.
bit. She's just sitting there like brain dead, staring at this screen.
well, and not only that, but I don't know about y'all, but I mean, I don't know what you thought Lily Pad's personality was going to be, but wasn't it pretty much what you thought it would be? Like, I mean, I know it all.
If a pad could talk.
If a pad could talk, like my little iPhone here, right? Like, I know, I know everything. Like, I know what to do. This is like very, very pushy, very, very, no, it's all about me. Very much, she's mine now. We're going to do this,
Yeah.
and I can do it. And running 900 miles an hour, because that's what technology does. Sometimes not always in the right direction. And so, yeah, I mean, very much. And for someone, I mean, on this podcast, who remembers when there was about zero technology. I mean, I remember. I mean, it's kind of weird, and I'm old because email wasn't something that was a big deal, and now I have email all the time. I'm always checking email.
We can't escape it.
Yeah, and I mean, I had a speak and spell. That was like technology used to be about
I don't
learning
think
games.
Speak and Spell even made this movie.
Yeah.
There's
No.
some other old technology in this
No.
movie, and that wasn't one of them.
Speak and Spell didn't make that. Teddy Ruxpin didn't make this movie. He was a talking bear. But yeah, I mean, there's all those things, and she has it, and she goes from. I mean, I don't know if y'all caught it, but Mom was like, "Okay, here's your lily pad, and you can go have some extra time with it today." Because you got to learn it and everything. But then tomorrow we're going to set some
limit.
time limits. Okay. Did y'all see any time? I saw 0 time limits once the kid got the pad,
Because
which
she
is what
immediately
happens.
and yeah. So shout out to her parents because it appears as though Bonnie has been
Struggling.
she's supposed to be the same age as these other kids that are now rude and snobby and sucked into their screens. She still plays with toys, but she's technically the same age, and her parents had not given her any of these screens at this point. They just felt bad that she wasn't able to make friends on her own and she was getting made fun of. So they just did this to help her make friends. But to your point, LilyPad literally helps her make a friend. And I'm doing air quotes on the video because they weren't good friends. But it succeeded in what they wanted it to do within hours. And
Oh,
so
yeah.
I bet that's probably why the parents are like, well, this worked. So
She's connecting. She's getting
never
invited
mind about the time
to a
limits
sleepover.
because she is making friends.
Well,
Yeah.
and then she, you get all these little lily pads a little snarky, and the toys are after her, so she's got to do her thing, and so she convinces Dad to come get the toys and take them to the garage.
Yeah.
Right, pack them all up.
Yeah. What we're afraid AI is going to do to all of us someday.
Yeah.
Right,
She
right.
was running the show there for a
She
little
was.
bit.
But
Yeah,
the
she
funny
figured
thing
it out.
is I saw so much in this movie, which is no haters, okay? And I'm not hating, but Wally did the same thing, and presented it a little bit
Differently,
different.
yeah.
Much slower paced movie, not as. I mean, I think it did well, but I don't think it
Yeah.
did as well as
It
Toy
was kind
Story.
of like the overarching what it does to all of society and what it could eventually do to the world.
which it is.
Yeah. This was more so focused. We're headed there.
Or this is what happens when you start your kid. So the other was
Yeah.
here's what you're going to look like later. This
Here's what happens to your kid on technology.
yeah, now we're going to get to see it with Bonnie pretty immediately.
Yeah.
I mean, not playing, laying down. Remember, she's just like a zombie, just staring at this little lily pad. Goes to the friend's house,
The second she wakes up in the morning, she's grabbing it to see like if her friends
which
are
is
on there.
which is at least
We
one
all
of us
do
in
it.
this
I
room
like-
when I wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
I liked how Jesse ended up begrudgingly at first, but ended up using technology, the old school technology, to solve the problem though.
Smarty pants.
Yeah.
Okay, new
Because-
favorite character.
Oh yeah,
Smarty pants.
yeah. Why is that?
No, he's too funny. Too funny. He's funny. But
He's a toilet paper game.
yeah,
what
he's
you call
he's the potty. He's
potty
like-
trainer.
He's the
Potty
potty
trainer.
trainer.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he's really cute.
Yeah, but
I
Jesse didn't want to even use them because they were the enemy in
Yeah.
her mind.
Yeah.
But technically, she needed them.
Well, and I think that's what, like I said, how is Disney going to go with it? Is it going to be all technology is bad and we need to get rid of it? Because you can go that way depending on
You
what
could.
you're wanting to push. But I think that's one of the things that they did really beautifully with the story was, the toys were upset because technology is starting to replace them. Like,
Yeah.
at the beginning when Jessie first goes over to the twins' house.
Yeah.
And the toys are like, you haven't had technology invade yet. And she goes up on the rooftop and she looks in every house and there's just screens everywhere, right?
Yeah,
And so, rightfully so, the toys are freaking out because
Yeah.
we're getting replaced. Technology is bad. You're the LilyPad's the reason why all of this is happening, and Bonnie's not making friends. Blah 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 blah. And so Jessie kind of takes the extreme approach of technology is terrible. Lily Pad's over here taking the extreme approach of, well, toys are terrible. Technology is all that it is. And Disney ends up finding that really good marriage of, if it's all used to work together in the right amount of time, you can have both imagination and technology, you know.
Well, and I think that the other thing is like, Logan, you kind of alluded to it. Here's Bonnie, and she's whatever, 7 or 8, however old we want to think that she is.
Mm-hmm.
And there are people that would have you think she's not as mature as those other kids because they had technology and they're not playing with toys.
Mm-hmm.
Except for what we know is that she was mature as a sweet person living the life of a kid, and they were not mature, and that they did not know how to treat people because they're rude and they're mean and they don't know what to do. They literally are in a room. You know, she goes to the sleepover in one of the scenes at the beginning, and she's at the sleepover, and she's at a sleepover with some other kids, except for they're none playing together until they did. And they were mean to her. And they played hide and seek and forgot to go find her.
Yeah.
And let's be real, your technology is a toy too.
Yeah.
They just thought they were cool and
made fun of her for bringing her doll to the sleepover.
I mean, and I mean, and
Sad.
then, and when
So
you meet,
sad.
and when you meet,
My
or
new-
when she meets the new friend,
let's talk about my new favorite character.
Blaze.
Blaze is awesome. Just so cool. That was she was the epitome of a balanced kid that actually pulled everything together in the whole plot.
But was also being hurt
So cool.
by the friends on
Yes.
social media because she's got the friend. Oh, well, I forgot. So she's obviously struggling in the
As
friend
well.
department too.
Yeah.
But she's got animals and she's got Jimmy Dean. I was like, Jimmy Dean.
Jimmy Dean,
Jimmy Dean the pig.
the potbelly pig.
Yeah, little old Jimmy Dean. And so, but obviously, you know, lives on a farm. You know, coincidentally,
Whose farm?
again, spoiler alert, Jesse's been here before. Jesse ends up and doesn't want to go back. She knows where she's going because knows what's written on her tag when she's found, and gets taken to where it all started for her, and meets the new kid. And Bullseye finds a lot of friends.
Yeah.
He's got a little horse
Bullseye's
friend.
got a bunch of horse friends.
Because Blaze had real horses.
Had real
on the
horses
farm.
and
Toy
love. There's
horses.
like 5,000 Briar horses up there.
Yeah. Yeah, Blaze was so cool.
Yeah, but she's, you know, you start seeing with her too that she's got imagination and she's used to playing, although she had abandoned her toys too. She had grown. Remember the playhouse? She used to do tea. She used to play with the toys,
Yeah.
and that's where Smarty Pants was.
Yeah.
He was out there because his batteries was running down. Nobody wanted to hear him. But she was going through the same stuff. I think she still was trying and was still playing some, right? But needed a person to be able to play with.
Yeah.
And that's kind of when they get back to, you know,
she
when
did better with a person, but I think she didn't completely give away toys for technology. She seemed to stick to some time limits on the technology, but she almost was giving it away for real horses.
Yeah.
And
she's on the farm.
Family time on the farm.
Yeah, she's
animals
got
and
the
stuff.
Jimmy Dean
and
and she's doing other things. So I think it was when you're looking at well-rounded, right? That's what we all want to be, is a well-rounded person. And so you want a well-rounded kid. And she seemed to be that. Not that Bonnie was well-rounded. She just, her parents had given her the protection of keeping the technology away from her.
Yeah.
And so she was kind of on the outs with the technology instead of like having it just a little bit. But she also is like a lot of kids and struggled with when she got it.
How to handle it.
She couldn't handle it. She needed more. And what I saw with the parents was they started out the other way. They very quickly technology took over Bonnie. And they did not have those time limits. There was that, because she's waking up, she's getting it, until, mom realizes what happened, and now and they turned the chat off. Because she gets her feelings hurt. They were mean to her.
Does anybody else also find it wild that kids their age were like chatting? Like, is that actual, like,
that's a
can a
thing.
7-year-old like chat on an iPad now?
on different things?
Things.
Like that's what was wild to me, because at first, like, I'm picturing, like, I got AOL Instant Messenger, when I was in
14.
middle school, maybe like early high school, like that's when that first started to become a
Yeah.
thing for us.
But like these kids that play like Xbox, and,
Yes.
and I didn't
Yeah,
know
but
this
like
was
the
a
lily
thing.
pad was.
Yeah.
That was a
Yeah.
But,
surprise.
like,
But that was just kind of wild.
But
to
those
me. I don't-
tablets,
yeah.
like if you look, and you'll see kids at Disney,
Yeah.
on the bus and different things with kid-looking tablets. They're not iPads, but
Yeah.
they are kid tablet. Oh yeah, they can
Yeah.
most definitely message
That's wild to me.
and do different things like that. It's scary.
I did not know that.
It's
That's what
very
I'm saying. I'm like, that is so scary.
Scary.
But it's also scary that at that age they were already learning how to bully on it.
Yeah. Oh,
You know?
well, bullying, and that's the thing. Bullies have been around,
Well, yes.
forever. And
Yeah.
the bullying it always seems like they figure out how to do the thing. You know what I mean? Like, how can we be exclusive? How can we
Yeah.
limit other people? And, I think this was just really good in showing that in the end, Blaze and Bonnie finally, Blaze tries
Yeah.
more than once.
But-
And Bonnie just can't.
She's
she just
embarrassed.
can't.
She doesn't know how to open up.
And she's shy and all those things. And then finally it works with the help of all the toys. Because Lilypad, when she realizes what she's done, she's mortified. Which
Yeah.
is, I hope my iPhone knows that. I hope it knows when it's been bad. But how many times, we all, as adults, technology is hard for us. Like,
Yeah.
how many times have you heard somebody say, I need a break from Facebook? You never need a break from podcasting. Please remember that. You never need a break from this. This is wonderful. But I'm gonna put Facebook down for a while. Like, I need to get out of there
Heard it
because
today.
it's overwhelming. It's this, it's that.
I'm just
and
so
I just
grateful
can't
it
handle
wasn't really, it came around towards the end of my high school experience, and I cannot imagine what kids have to go through these days having all of that.
I am so glad there was no social media of any kind when I was a kid. For my buddy Gina that listens, Gina, it would have been bad. I might have gone to prison. No, I'm kidding. But I definitely would have gotten a lot of trouble. But because I would not have known, I was just too busy having fun. I would have used it all the wrong way. But yeah, I think that Disney gets a bad rap sometimes, unjustifiably, sometimes justifiably. This is a situation where they got it right on all
Yeah.
levels. Now, they may come out here in 3 months and do something that we want to spank them for, but
They may come out here and do a Toy Story 6, and we're all like, no, stop.
Well,
You did
I mean,
good.
I'm not sure that Woody keeps getting older. That there's not going to be a brown marker that's got enough ink in it to take care of that. But yeah, overall, I think it all went well, all of it.
We got to find out that anybody shed a tear or there
Well,
any.
so I was going to say, we've kind of talked about the rando buzz. I feel like there were kind of 3 storylines happening in this, very well mixed together, right? It was
Yep.
very well together, but you kind of had 3 situations. So we had our buzzes, we had the
Which
whole,
you probably forgot we already talked about.
we
Yeah.
had the whole kind of tackling the technology. Is it good? Is it bad? How can it work together? Old school toys versus new school toys.
Yep.
We met Smarty Pants. Along with that, we had Atlas and Snappy, where Snappy was a little like digital camera, and Atlas was this random GPS disc.
alligator.
I didn't understand
I
the GPS alligator.
I've never seen that, but maybe we're all too. It would
But
definitely
Snappy went
skipped
to
all of
Disney
us.
World.
Yeah, she did. So like we met all those friends there, but then I think obviously the technology and all those had some gut punches and things like that, but the other kind of overarching storyline we got to follow was Jessie, as we alluded to earlier, really finally has her moment, and she lives this whole arc of
Yes.
kind of figuring out. ever since we've met her, she's had this massive fear
Yeah.
of getting left behind again. And she really has to face her fears in this, because not only does she feel like she's losing Bonnie, but she gets taken back to the place,
Where it all went wrong.
Her old home. Yeah.
her old
Her
home
first
where Emily
kid.
used to live. Obviously, Emily's family's not there anymore, but
Right.
she's got to face those ghosts in her closet.
And it was hard.
Yeah. I think that I obviously hated all this stuff for Bonnie, but I think Jesse's storyline for me was the most emotional part, I think, for the whole movie, of watching her have to deal with.
Was any of it,
facing all
was
that.
that or anything else more emotional than 3?
I don't think anything got me personally more than than the toys about to die in the incinerator.
That was terrible.
Or Andy giving his toys away. But I think, like, again, me and Courtney are the big Jessie fans in the room. Y'all aren't as big of a fan as we are.
She's creepy, but she was great in this movie. Like,
She's
she
got
really,
big
it was a
eyes.
great storyline. I didn't mind her whatsoever.
Well, but I also think that there's another storyline that's in there too, and it's the Woody storyline.
Yeah.
Because Jessie calls Woody because
She's losing
she
her.
needs help and she's scared and she's, you know, he always held everything together, or so everybody thought. And of course, he didn't have to come back either.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
I said he did.
Okay.
He should have never left in 4. He had to come back in 5.
So he came, and he came like not, well, let me think about it or whatever. And of
Yeah.
course he comes by mistake, because she's not telling him he's got to
Yeah,
come.
but he thinks
but
she
she's
asked
upset,
him.
but he
Yeah.
thinks she asked, and he's there. And I don't know if the toys ever really thought, I mean, it kind of gives you this idea that he talks to her regularly, because they got this little
The little
walkie-talkie set up.
walkie-talkie, yeah.
And so it seems like, and you think he's like forever away, and he's like around the block. But he comes, but then there's that relationship with him and Buzz still, because Buzz wants to be the guy that Jessie depends on. Buzz wants to be that person for her, and he is. He doesn't know he is, but he already is. That's who she never had that. Like, her and Woody have a completely different
Yeah,
relationship.
friendship, yeah.
But I think that it was a growing up for all of them. And I also think that there were people that probably thought Woody was going to come back and he was going to stay. Mm-hmm. And he hops back in the skunk car and goes off with Bo again. Mm-hmm. Who he needs a new girlfriend,
Toy
but
Story
minus that.
6. Toy Story 6.
Courtney
Woody-
wants them to be done.
Woody and Andy back together
Not
again.
because I dislike them. Just I'm so scared if they keep going.
It's going to get a bad
It,
one.
Eventually
they're
we'll
gonna
get a bad
have
one.
a bad one. And I love all of them except for so much. I don't want to see that happen. So I
Yeah.
feel like there has to be just
I
a
think,
hard stop.
Yeah,
Like
I think this one was really perfect with getting Jessie that moment to like find her closure too, you know,
Yeah.
and realize like she's okay, and how they brought the Emily thing full circle.
and she
with-
named her kid Jessie.
Yes,
I
finding
thought that
out.
was so
Yeah,
precious.
like
So was
having
that,
that moment.
that was the most emotional moment
That
for
was
anybody
probably
else
the
besides
most
me.
emotional
Yes.
moment.
I shed a few tears. It was not like the end of 3 or the end of 4. But
I just got mad at that
I-
one. But this one, yeah.
I was mad. That was like a mad cry
Mad
kind of moment. In
She's still
4.
upset Woody left.
I'm still upset.
But you did shed some tears.
I did
this
shed
time.
some tears, and I feel like it was the Jessie scene.
Oh,
where she's-
my tear.
Where
I
she
was the
discovers-
saddest when
where she finds the box
Yes.
under the
That was,
tree,
for
and
me-
it says Jessie was here, and she was like, I
because it's
didn't do
unexpected.
that.
Did you expect
Yeah,
it?
no.
Yeah. Did you expect?
no,
no,
Yeah.
I didn't
It-
expect she was gonna.
I thought
find the
maybe
box.
I kind
she'd
of thought
find
she
old
would
pictures
come
of
back
them.
or something.
Yeah.
like I thought she
Emily?
might reconnect with Emily.
I thought maybe
somehow,
she
or
was
the
just going to
kid.
find some old toys that brought back more nostalgia for her in that moment.
or just like old photos,
That was
like
so
almost
cool.
like
that was
a-
such a cool
But it's a moment
revelation there.
yeah, like I mean, toys are gonna get boxed up, and they're going to get donated, or and they're going to go on to the next kid.
Not anymore.
But Emily never
Forgot
Jessie. And it was her, and if for me, and it's at the beginning, but it's so sad if you've ever had a kid and they've been mistreated. And if you've had a kid, they've been mistreated. Everybody gets mistreated, but you can't fix it. Mm-hmm. And there's nothing you can do about it. So when she runs in the house and she says, why won't anyone be my friend? Mm-hmm. And they're trying to fix it. That's why they go get the lily pad, mm-hmm. and they make it worse. Mm-hmm. It was probably not going to get any better either. You know what I'm saying? Like the lily pad just kind of rushed it along to get a little worse. But they're trying to do the whole thing, and that's sad. But I think that Jessie getting to have the full circle moment where she wasn't forgotten.
Yeah.
She was moved on from. Mm-hmm. I didn't see anything, and if maybe I'm missing something, she went in the donation box.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think more so what the important thing for Jessie is that yes, they will move on, but she took moving on as I was useless and I didn't mean anything to them because they had, but this kind
of, I wasn't useful.
Yes. This kind of helped her realize that I served exactly the point that I needed to at that point in that child's life.
Yep.
And it was meaningful and I was useful.
And
I think, it was just teaching her to reframe what the moving on meant.
Well, and it was okay to get there. We'll be good for the next kid. Mm-hmm. So like whoever the next kid is, hopefully the toys get to stay together. They've already been to the daycare and that was terrible. Yeah. Those were not nice toys. But that you're going to move on. Things are going to change. I think change was terrible for Jessie because it meant loss.
Mm-hmm.
There's the inherent problem with Toy Story. We said it at the beginning. Toys can't die. Mm-hmm. So they continually get passed on. Maybe it would be an easier ending if they all just died.
Well, some did at Sid's.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nobody wants to go to his house now.
They continue to get passed on, and it's sad. Maybe we should just.
Well, and I think that sometimes we think that we want to live, and this is Disney always has a meaning for everybody in every movie, even though it's an animated movie. Mm-hmm. So one of the things that happens to older folks is that they end up outliving who? All their friends. Mm. So you end up being sometimes that last friend, and like everybody else has already passed on, because you think you want to live forever. Just like the toys, they want to be forever with their kid, but the kids are constantly growing up. They're never staying the same age. Mm-hmm. Woody didn't want Buzz.
Yeah.
He was most unhappy when he got him. Most unhappy.
It's like, this is not
like,
okay.
I think back if we were looking at one and we were asking them to rate the worst thing that happened, Woody would have said Buzz. But notice when Jessie came along, nobody did that.
Mm-mm. I think because they learned it would be okay, but she also wasn't necessarily vying for top position in Andy's eyes. You know, she wasn't the competition that Buzz that Buzz made.
Buzz was shiny, and then you get 1,000 of them, and they're even shinier. Yeah.
That's actually Woody's worst nightmare.
Flying Buzz.
Like, why
flying Buzz? Droid Buzz.
Drone Buzz.
Yeah,
I think
Buzz drones.
I wanted to talk briefly about if anyone had something that was like that you didn't love or maybe you wish was a little bit different. Obviously, we loved everything. Like one thing I was telling Logan afterwards, I was like, the only thing, and I know at some point, right, with all these stories to be able to introduce new characters and stuff, some have to get less screen time. But I felt like the amount of time we got with like Slinky and Potato Head and Rex and all of them was like so short in this movie.
Because they were in the box in the garage.
Right. And so part of me like, I know you can't take everyone on the adventures, but I feel like especially in like 2 and 3, like they were all kind of in groups, but you got to see all of them a lot. And so I was like, with this one, they just kind of got left in the box in the garage.
They knew they had to have them in there.
Right.
So they figured out a way, like, we can't take them on another adventure. We're just going to focus on the new kids and Jesse but
Yeah.
put them in the garage and make them go in and out of the garage like 4 times. And
Yeah.
we'll see them as we go by.
Yeah.
But that's all they do.
So terrible.
That was my own,
yeah.
like the only
and they're just sitting there
thing.
looking out the box.
Yeah.
Yes. They never move. It's like they're
Yeah.
paralyzed in the box. Like they can't go
They
anywhere.
can't go anywhere. They're
Courtney,
just
did you say you felt the same?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wish we'd seen more of the original characters because
Just
they're
a little
there.
Yeah.
Just I wish they had had a bigger role
Mm-hmm.
in this one.
Yeah.
But I think one of the best scenes in the whole movie is with Blaze at the top of the stairs when she's playing.
Yeah, they have their
when
big
she takes the
adventure.
time and they have their big moment where Blaze plays with them.
Bullseye talks for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He talks. And I thought that this was really good for him too, because he had so many cute moments when he sat
loved
down
it
on his
so
bottom.
much.
When he sat down and he's like,
Yeah.
he's so cute.
Jordan's
Yes.
favorite for a reason.
Oh, I mean for me, I think that's why I thoroughly enjoyed this movie so much was I feel like we just got to see so much more of Bullseye and he had so many.
Well, I didn't know he could run that fast.
Yeah.
He gallops right along.
Yeah.
And
He's so
again,
cute.
for other than the little scene where he does talk as his character in her play story, like it's so fun to me how he typically doesn't have a voice, but yet he can, exactly what he's communicating
100%.
to Jesse, and it's
Yeah.
so cute.
I don't-
enjoyed that.
I didn't. Y'all said a good one, but I can't think of anything
That
that I
really-
didn't like about. I mean, I could do without the bullying, but that would
Yeah.
kill the storyline.
Yeah.
So,
No, that's
and
okay. I mean,
yeah.
that's if there's no
It's
notes,
just-
there's no notes. That was just the
Right.
only thing when I came out of that. I was like, oh, I wish I would see more of Slinky or Ham, and I know some of like Mr. Potato Head, the voice actor for him, is no longer with us. So
But they still used it.
obviously,
I mean, yeah.
you have to phase out a little bit of that.
Yeah.
But I just wished
Yeah.
we could have seen.
I feel like in
more
the
of
moment
more of them.
there was like a plot hole or something early on that I brought up that I was like, they never actually answered how this happened, but I don't remember what it was now.
Oh, I also didn't like, which you would be fine with Bo, but I thought it was so random that Bo and Duke Kaboom and what's the little friend
Giggle
name?
McDimples.
Giggle
Yeah.
McDimples. They bring Woody back, right? They're
Yeah.
like, these are their friends too at this point.
And they just
Oh,
leave
yeah.
them.
And
and
they're
go
like,
on.
drop 'em off.
deuces, like,
See you, Woody.
let us
Yeah,
know
gotta
when
go
you're
back.
done, Woody.
Call us when you need a ride.
Woody, when you're
Why
ready to
can't-
come back
why
and be with
can't-
me, come
Why
on
can't
back.
you help?
Why
Like,
can't-
I just
Bo
felt like
Peep
that
hasn't-
did not help Bo's story.
Bo Peep has not been a lamp since the first one.
Yeah.
Why does she never help?
Right.
Well, and I don't even like her. But, I mean,
I thought that was so weird
It's
though, because
like-
I'm like, at least stick around and
I
help.
think Woody
Like,
needs to watch out for Duke Kaboom.
I know.
I don't know.
I like Duke.
I mean, obviously we love having Keanu back, but I was like, that was the most random character to have pop back in for 3
Weirdo
seconds.
I wouldn't have
to not
minded-
help.
I wouldn't have minded Ducky and Bunny sticking around.
Yeah, and Ducky and Bunny. Yeah, it's like they brought him in for like 2 seconds to be like, hey, remember these characters we put in here? Oh, okay, thanks. Now we're
Oh,
moving
well,
on.
the scene's funny with the squirrel.
Oh yeah, it's great.
I mean, it's like hysterical.
It's so funny. Like we got a little taste of him, but it's almost like they had all these other characters that they didn't know how to mix them into the story, so they just gave you a little bit of a taste, and then we moved on.
a whole nother mini,
So-
another mini clip.
Yeah. So those were kind of like my just those two kind of things from like, I feel like we could have done more with all of these characters
Yeah.
somewhere in there instead of adding 11,000 buzzes. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, the 11th. I mean, and they definitely came in handy.
They did.
Oh, they came in handy.
But anyways,
Yep.
that was my only notes for it. I enjoyed
Gotcha.
everything else.
And we really don't have what happened to the buzzes.
They all went to
They all-
kids at the end.
Yeah,
They
well,
went to the kids.
They found their.
They all found their
They
kid.
Hey,
infiltrated a playground
Yes.
full
They-
of children.
They descended upon
And
a
one
playground,
teacher.
and every kid just like,
and here you are, and there's all those buzzes flying down, and each kid keeps picking them up, and I'm like, at what point does somebody go, where
where do these come from?
did these
What's
buzzes
happening?
come from?
It's raining buzz.
It's raining buzz.
Why?
An airplane exploded in the sky.
Yeah, the same way they ended up on the island.
Parajumpers.
Yeah.
Shipwreck.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't think I hate it. I didn't hate anything. I mean,
No, I didn't hate.
I don't hate
just-
anything, but I also,
If I had to give a note,
yeah, and I think that I would have liked to have seen a little bit more of Blaze.
yeah, I loved her.
Yes.
like a little bit more of her and toy. You know what I mean? And toys. One thing that I did notice is that her dad worked from home
Oh yeah.
using technology. So like I think Disney kind of showed all the ways, right? Like all these ways of technology that it's not all bad, but it's also not all good.
Yeah.
So I mean, it just kind of furthered their little way there. with
Yeah.
it.
All of it.
I think it was good.
Yeah.
All right. Do we want to rank them?
Yeah. Now we've got to go back and see where they ranked.
Where does it rank in your
we
ranking?
did our rankings last time. How much has it changed, if anything?
I don't remember my rankings from last time.
You guys were all.
We were
It was 1, 3, 2, 4.
3, 2, 4.
I was 2, 1, 3, 4. I was the only one.
Yeah,
And
we
now-
were 1, 3, 2, 4, and then you bumped the 2 all the way up to the first.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna. I think it is dead tied with number 3 for me. I don't know, but if I had to, I think I would still say 1, 3, 5, 2, 4.
Me too.
Yeah.
1,
Just because
3, 5, 2, 4. Yes,
I
4
really-
is
yeah,
last.
1, 3, 5. There's something about the daycare. Like Lotso is so good as a villain, and I don't like him, but that storyline's really good, and I love the way they work that out. And the ending is really gets you. So, but 5 was great. I love Blaze. I would put that right up there with 3.
Courtney.
1, 3, 5, 2, 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's what you said too.
That's what I said too.
So we're all the same.
We're all. What
you
about
got,
you, Jordan?
This is 5. Is it overtaking number 2 or is it coming in?
It's not overtaking 2.
So 2, 5.
I think I'm going 2, 5.
Yeah, she loves her some Jessie.
I'm gonna switch from my original ranking.
You're gonna say what you wish you had said on the last
Yeah,
episode.
I'm gonna say 2, 5, 3, 1, 4.
Oh, she's an OG hater.
Oh.
But for me,
Heard it here first.
Somehow
Okay.
watching the 5th one made 1 go down.
well, I wanted to say,
But no Jessie.
I wanted to flip them the first time, but I felt like
You
I
just couldn't do
couldn't
it.
put one that low. And here, but that's my main reason. For me as a kid, when Toy Story 2 came out and Jessie got brought into the picture,
That was it.
That was it. I was a little girl living in Colorado who had a horse, and we had a farm, and like to me, Jessie was right up my alley. So
Yeah.
like that was
And
it.
you love dogs, and,
And I love
Bullseye's
dogs
right up your
and
alley.
animals and all. Yeah. So when those two got brought
He's a
in,
horse.
He's a horse.
That acts
but
just
it
like a
acts
dog
like
and
a
doesn't
dog.
talk.
But I love the animals, and we had a horse. I love horse. Like
Yeah.
so for me, that was just a really big deal for me as a kid, and I watched 2 more than I ever watched 1.
Yeah.
So like I love 1. There's nostalgia to it, but those characters I love. And in 5, it's Jessie and Bullseye. Like they get so much time, and like seeing Blaze as this little girl who lives out on the country
Farm,
with
yeah.
her. Like I just felt a lot more connected to it than I did some of
2,
the other
5,
ones. 2, 5,
3,
3,
1, 4.
1, 4 is me.
Not a bad ranking. As long as 4 is last for everybody.
I-
That's what,
And it doesn't mean 1 is bad. I
4
love 1.
was bad.
Oh,
One is
same
great.
with 2 for me.
Yeah, I
It's-
just
when I go back and I look, I'm like, what do I watch the most? Like
yeah,
one,
yeah.
I go back and watch if I'm wanting a Toy Story movie.
yeah.
The first one is my go-to.
Yeah.
and I
Yeah, 'cause I
probably
can't
watched
handle 3.
I probably, I've watched
3 is too
rewatched
painful.
3 more than I've probably rewatched 2.
Yeah.
I know, but 3 is so painful. It hurts.
Yeah.
It
1 and 2
I
are
did
the
get-
ones that you can kind of watch without having any like emotional moments. They're
But
just
if-
I
fun.
think I'm just sappier now than I used to be because I did get a little more teary-eyed and emotional in this one than I did the third one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have a way for Disney to have a number, have 6.
Uh-oh.
But then that's the end. So what needs to happen is we need to have a movie with grown-up Andy living next door to grown-up Sid. And they have kids.
Oh.
And now we can see how the toys are there. And is Sid really a serial killer? Like I think he is.
I don't think this one's
It's
going to
gonna be
be
a
produced.
horror movie. That's like when Winnie the Pooh became free reign and they made it a horror movie.
Listen, not a real serial killer, but a serial killer of toys. He was a killer
Yeah,
of
he
toys.
was.
Does Sid finally get revenge on Andy, the perfect
Or
boy next door?
Has Sid turned over a new leaf? And he's
Sounds so
really
dramatic.
good. And he's so good now. And he's good to toys.
Maybe we, as the To the Magic and Beyond podcast crew, can write a Toy Story 6 script
Yeah.
that gets picked up.
Yeah.
I think we got it.
We got it.
We should make that an episode.
We can help you with number
Brainstorming
6.
our Toy Story 6 script.
We can help you, Disney.
Well,
Pixar.
they're gonna go with mom's serial killer idea.
That's what brainstorming is all about.
He was a serial killer of toys. Everyone knows it. The toys believed it. And you
Yeah.
should too. No one wanted to go to Sid's house. Oh no, it's Sid. And what were we missing? Just want to bring them up because they were missing in this movie.
The aliens.
Aliens.
Oh yeah.
Well, they had to be in there somewhere. I think they were in the box.
They were in there somewhere. They just,
Where?
I think they were in the box in
were
the
in-
garage, probably.
No.
I bet.
You did not see them in the box in the garage.
I bet they were.
No, because
We'll
we
look it
never
up
got to
afterwards.
hear
We
the.
don't have time to Google right now.
I don't think they like had a speaking role, but I feel like I remember seeing at least
I'm not sure
one
Mrs.
alien.
Potato Head was in there at all. I'm not sure
Yeah, she was
No,
in there.
she was in there.
she was.
Yeah, because she is the one that ruins Jesse and Buzz's wedding.
Yep.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
they're married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, well, we don't have to go through all that. I think the aliens were probably in the box. Just a guess.
I don't think they're in there.
We did see the pizza truck.
Yeah.
It does drive by at one point very quickly.
Unless they were in there.
Maybe.
Just a real brief search. It says they are kind of in the background at
Yeah.
the beginning. They do appear, but once the toys get rounded up for the garage, we don't see them again.
Okay. So they're in there
I
somewhere.
didn't see them. They were
Same.
so quick, I missed them.
Yeah.
Not as quick as the pizza truck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Zoom.
Yeah, the pizza truck did make an appearance briefly.
Yeah.
I had skunk cars there.
Yeah. And of course, we did have the Taylor Swift song in the.
Oh,
Credits.
we didn't
I
even
was
talk about
hoping
that.
we could get by without mentioning it.
It's a good little song.
I know I like the song. I just was worried that we would talk about Taylor Swift for 10 minutes.
Nah.
Well, we wish we could because we would have more. We would have more visitors to the
listeners.
podcast.
Me, Courtney, and Michelle are starting another podcast, and no, I'm just kidding.
We'll be
don't have
having an
time for that.
episode in a few weeks on the great wedding that occurred.
If Disney Plus ever releases her wedding as a Disney special, we can maybe work it
Oh,
in.
we're reviewing it. Not probably like
Producer
normal
Logan
people.
couldn't be here this week. So we were talking about Taylor Swift.
Producer
Yeah.
Logan told us he was not coming to this episode. So.
Yes.
No hate on Taylor. I just don't
We have
to
a-
talk about her.
We have a well, we can talk about Travis.
But no, I don't like him either. We can just talk about her song that was in Toy Story.
Yeah.
It was
It
really,
was
it's
good.
a
It's
good
very
little
good.
I
ditty.
like it.
It's a good little ditty.
Yeah.
It was
I
good.
Knew it, I knew you.
Yeah, rounded
Jordan's
everything
been
up
practicing
very
it at
nicely.
home, so I know every word now.
It's in his head
Yeah.
now.
It's a good little song.
Yeah,
I knew.
It's a good
Yeah.
little song.
yeah.
I think it
It's a
needed
good
to
little
play.
movie.
I think it needed to play the like. If I could rework a little something,
Mm-hmm.
that
You
would have
want
been
it
good
in
at
the
the tree
movie.
scene.
Oh yeah,
Like
like a little
that's
flashback
when
or
it
something.
should have been playing. Yeah, to me. But
Mm.
oh, and by the way, as we close out, everybody was talking about the 2 shorts that you had to watch at the end
It's really just
in the
one.
credits.
It's really just
That was
one.
just a lie. There's no
Yeah.
shorts.
Well, there's one
One
short.
of 'em.
It is
The
though.
buzzes is
yes,
the
the
short.
buzzes is the short.
But then at the end, it's not really worth staying for.
No.
yeah, the credits like
That's
you can
just
move on.
Some random.
You do
Like-
you. I like to stay for everything, period.
There was the one like
I'm just
there
saying
was
it's not
the
actually a
tiny
short
short,
at the
but
end.
was that? Do you even call that a short? I think of a short as being a little longer.
No, those
That-
are
that-
usually
extended
they're-
scenes. These are
they're-
extended scenes that
yeah.
add to the.
They're just supposed to be like short little clips. Like
Yeah.
usually they're teasers for something.
Yeah,
else.
This was the first one was finishing up the 50 Buzzes story,
Yeah.
and then the other one was literally just the characters
The rap.
and during the credits rapping.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it had nothing to do with it.
I think just enough to play her song.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
stay if you want.
It was so cute, but
At
it's
this point,
not.
if you listen to
don't
this whole
expect two
podcast,
full shorts.
You just got all the spoilers.
Yeah.
So
Hopefully you watched the movie if you listen this far.
if you
but
go back and
if
watch a
not,
second time, you can stay. If you
it's
want.
still really cute. So yeah, overall, I think we all loved it. Again, hopefully you watched it if you made it this far, but if not, go watch it.
Yeah,
You'll enjoy it.
We should have made you want to go watch it.
Yeah. Yay, Jesse and Bullseye. Boo, technology. And yay, 1,000 buzzes.
There were 50.
Oh, 50.
Yep.
And Lily Pad was
She
actually
did have her redemption arc.
She's
Kinda
all
like her
but
at the
whatever.
end.
Yeah. She comes forward, although she's kind of just under the dresser watching everything at the end. But she's not really getting
I
played
did
with.
see a random clip where, you know, because they continue to put stuff out, Pixar. And there was one with Jesse and Buzz. I can't remember which other characters are sitting there, and they're watching the fireworks.
Oh.
Except you think you think they're watching like the Disney World fireworks.
They're watching it on screen.
Watching them on Lily Pad.
Oh,
She's showing them to them. So
That is cute.
that's not in the movie, but that's just
Yeah.
out there. You can go Google
That's
it.
cute. I'm
You
gonna
can
go
see
look
it.
for that.
It's cute.
Oh, somebody had to sneeze.
Oh, bless you.
We leave it up to her to take us out every night. And
That's it.
Sorry.
she's
She
over
took us
here
out by
sneezing.
Like, this
sneeze.
is not going to go well. They're
Just
about to be done talking,
edit that
but
out.
I have to sneeze.
Well, thank you for tuning in,
Yeah.
listening to our review of
It's a really good movie.
Toy Story 5.
We loved it. And yeah, we probably are going to be reviewing Moana before we know it. So,
Oh, yeah.
but that's all we have for this week. Hopefully you guys loved it as much as we did. Yay for a good old summer blockbuster.
That's it.
We will see you guys next time on To the Magic and Beyond.